Ever wonder what happens to your chewed up pieces of bubblegum when you throw them in the ocean? They form corals. We're just kidding, that's not how it works. Please don't do that. But these bubblegum corals really do look like they're formed that way. Welcome to this episode of the Nautilus Field Guide, where we're taking a closer look at one of the deep sea's most colorful residents. Within the family Corallidae, known as the precious corals, there's a genus called Paragorgia. You might know them as bubblegum corals, named for their bulbous, bright pink branch tips that resemble our favorite childhood candy. There are currently 18 recognized species of Paragorgia in the deep ocean, although several others are likely to be found as more of the deep sea is explored. Paragorgia have naturally occurring pigments in their tissues, giving them a wide range of colors from white to pink to dark red. Scientists aren't exactly sure why, but hypothesize that coloration could have ecological benefits, like helping to deter predators. These cold water fan corals are what's known as benthic, meaning they are found on the seafloor, including continental slopes, ridges, and even seamounts up to 4,000 meters deep. While it might not look like a living animal, these corals are definitely alive. Although referred to as individuals, each coral is actually composed of many polyps in a colony. These polyps are connected by thin bands of living tissue, and each has 8 food-capturing tentacles with stinging cells in a mouth. That's right, bubblegum corals and all deep-sea corals are carnivorous. This bubblegum coral has all its polyps extended, waiting. It might seem calm, but this is active feeding in the deep sea. Like other deep-sea corals, Paragorgia are suspension feeders that capture prey drifting by in ocean currents like plankton. That's why they often grow in spots where water flow is strongest. More current means more food. Paragorgia can reproduce both asexually via budding, as well as sexually, where colonies will release egg and sperm into the water. Once fertilized, larvae will attach to a hard substrate on the seafloor and stay there. Scientists call this lifestyle sessile, meaning permanently attached to the seafloor. In some cases, coral fragments that break off colonies may reattach to the seafloor to form new colonies, but like many other aspects of their life cycle, this phenomenon is poorly documented in the deep sea. To give them some much-needed support, bubblegum corals have internal central skeletons made up of tightly packed calcareous spicules. Some of them have been witnessed growing up to 6 meters tall. They're slow growers too, living hundreds, sometimes even thousands of years. This one here, at home in the waters of the Marshall Islands, is estimated to be a few hundred years old. Another reason to love bubblegum corals is their great hospitality, like this one in the Central Pacific, hosting diverse deep-sea communities in its sprawling branches. All types of associates find their home and feeding grounds amongst its polyps, like sea urchins, basket stars, and fish. Bubblegum corals are a critical and colorful part of deep-sea ecosystems we're only just beginning to understand. Stay tuned for more ocean exploration and almost certainly a fair few more of these pretty and pink Paragorgia along the way.